Spirit Shackle Media.
Hey, this is Tom.
And I'm Matt.
And you're listening to Payday,
a Pokemon podcast.
Hey everybody, and welcome to the 2-week hurdle. My name is Tom.
And my name's Matt.
And we're back at it again. This is part 2 because, Matt, this is the second episode we're putting out in a week. I decided one episode wasn't enough, so we're doing 2.
Fair enough.
So, yeah, surprise. So today we're going to be doing something that I've seen a few people do online now, and that's ranking the starters. I know that our good friends at Blastburn Radio did this, and we kind of want to do it as well because I love talking about Pokemon and I love talking about starters, and I feel like we don't talk enough Pokemon on this podcast. We just kind of talk shit.
Yeah, we're like a Pokemon podcast that doesn't talk about
we're like
that much Pokemon.
A Pokemon base, and then we just kind of talk about anything. Like we did an episode about music. Like we just talk about what we feel like.
Pokemon podcast, we also talk about random crap too.
Yeah, so this time we're actually going to do something important.
Pokemon related.
Yeah, so we're going to be going through all of the starters that have been in Pokemon one by one from the Gen 1 all the way up to Gen 8, which isn't even out yet. And we're going to be giving them a score of 1 to 10 each and basically talking about what we like about them. And hopefully if we talk about them a little bit, we can get into what it is about these Pokemon that we like and probably influence our scores probably significantly based on our opinions on them.
Yeah.
So, and then we're going to see what our scores are at the end. We're going to work out where our Pokemon belong on a list, and then we're going to make a list between the two of us of where we think they belong. So this is probably going to take us a while. I can see it's been a long episode.
Nice.
But, I mean, we haven't done a long episode in ages, so this will be fun.
No, it's been a while.
Yeah, it's probably going to take us 20 minutes. This is me saying, no, this is going to take an hour, and then it's going to take 20 minutes.
You guys are in for a treat.
All right, okay, Matt, so why don't you start us off?
First Pokemon, Charmander.
Charmander. Okay, Matt, why don't you talk about Charmander first?
I love Charmander, it's cute.
Yeah?
That's all I've got to say about Charmander. It's cute.
Well, I mean, are there any things you particularly like about it?
I like that its tail's on fire.
Yeah?
And it's, I don't know, just cute.
What about Charmeleon and Charizard?
They're alright.
Yeah? You're only alright about them?
Alright, yeah.
Alright, so Charmander's not your starter, like he's not your Gen 1 Pokemon buddy? No?
No.
Okay. So yeah, I like a Charmander. It's not my favourite. I used it in our first run of the challenge and it was fine, but
it was okay.
I much prefer Bulbasaur and Squirtle.
Yeah.
I'm going to say that now. I think it's good. I like it.
Yeah.
It's classic, it's cute, and it's cool. And I do like Charizard a lot, but I find it too I've used it in it's in Smash Bros and it's in Pokemon Tournament, and I hate using it in both of those because it's just like the heavy hitter. And I like speedy and fast. Like my main in Pokemon Tournament is Weavile, and it's now become one of my favourite Pokemon, and I just love that speediness.
I think it's just a bit too overly hyped. Like you think it starters and everyone just goes like, "Oh, Charmander!"
It's that
they
mascot.
They want the
Charizard. Yeah.
It's this like big powerhouse, but it's alright.
So the score I want to give Charmander is a 6, personally.
Ooh.
What about you, Matt?
I'm going for 5.
A 5. Okay. Yeah. Cool. So we've already started off on like quite a nice midpoint, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay, who's next?
Let's move on to Squirtle.
Squirtle.
I like Squirtle.
Yeah. Picking between Squirtle and Bulbasaur has always been the hardest job for me. But I think my heart's always invested in Bulbasaur. But I don't like Venusaur. See, this is the problem I always have. I really like Bulbasaur and I really like Ivysaur, but Venusaur's just too bulky and like slow.
Yeah,
I find that with Blastoise as well, to be fair. But when I think about, I don't know about you. When I think about starter Pokemon, I think about my buddy who's going to be hanging out with me outside of its Pokeball most of the time. Like, and I just can't imagine walking around with a Venusaur. I feel like it would slow me down.
Slow Venusaur.
I'm a fast walker, and people that are slow just annoy me. So.
At least a Blastoise, would have a little bit of speed.
Yeah, so Squirtle is cool. I mean,
I do like a little Squirtle.
The Squirtle squad definitely helps with that.
I was just about to say the Squirtle squad.
Oh, man, this is going to go slightly off topic, but do you know what really annoyed me?
What's that?
You know when Let's Go came out?
Yeah.
You couldn't transfer the Sunglasses Squirtle onto that game. Why would they put the Sunglasses Squirtle in Pokemon Go without you being able to transfer? I had this whole plan of having this, like, Sunglasses Squirtle or Blastoise on my team, and it never happened.
Shiny Sunglasses Squirtle.
Yep.
That whole day we went out.
We caught so many that day.
Yeah.
And they're all wasted now.
We just sat on our phones doing nothing.
Yep. So, Squirtle. I like Wartortle. I like Blastoise. I like them all. I like its Mega Evolve a lot. I like Mega Blastoise.
Cool.
I love how the two cannons form into one giant cannon, and it gets like the two wrist cannons, and it's like.
I was never really keen on like Mega Evolutions to begin with, but I really like them. Blastoise, Mega Blastoise is really cool.
Yeah, because you took you a while to get into those. I was straight on board for Megas as soon as they came out, because I was like, oh yeah, make my old Pokemon good again, and like.
I suppose it was a way to bring back old Pokemon and reinvent them, I guess, and
make them stronger to match up to like the new Pokemon, because Pokemon have just gotten stronger, and like it means that they have a chance behind. Now. Charizard, for example, is like so much stronger now than it ever used to be, and it can actually like take on some stuff that it never could before. So Megas are a good idea.
Yeah, I think they are.
When it comes to Megas, Mega Blastoise is my favourite.
Yeah,
I'm gonna give Squirtle. I'm tied between a 7 and an 8 right now. What about you, Matt?
I'm going to go straight in there with an 8.
You know what? Same. Put an 8 down for me.
Go for an 8. Nice.
Why not? I'm feeling 8. Yeah, 8's good.
Cool. So let's move on to our buddy Bulbasaur.
9.
You're just
going to put 9 down now. Okay, it's not perfect because I don't like a Venusaur. Venusaur is the only reason I don't like Bulbasaur. And it's not, guys, it's not like I don't like Venusaur. Venusaur's cool. I just, it's not the same. Bulbasaur is this cute little like thing. You can see it running around and having fun, and then Let's Go when I love Ivysaur for the same reason, because it's just a bigger Bulbasaur. Like
it drastically changes, which is my.
Do you know what? It's funny, but it's disturbing. Is Let's Go's Venusaur running animation when it runs behind you, and it like frog hops and like.
Yeah, it's really weird.
Yeah, it's cool, but I don't know. Personally, I'm a bigger fan of the first 2 stages as opposed to the third, so I'm not going to point off for that.
That's fair enough.
I love the fact that it was a grass and poison type from the moment it came out.
That was cool.
You know, it was a dual type from the beginning, which we haven't seen since until we got to Alola and we had Rowlet, who was flying in grass.
Yeah.
So it's really interesting to see like that early on they had a dual type starter. So it's really cool. Like,
I like that. I think I'm going to go for the same. I'm also going to put a 9 down.
Yeah.
Yeah, just because like Venusaur lets it down.
Yeah, I think so too.
Right, moving on.
Okay.
The mascot of the whole franchise, Pikachu.
Oh man, okay. So Pikachu nostalgia hits me straight away because Yellow was my first game.
Yeah.
Yeah, in a lot of ways, Pikachu was my first starter. He was also the first Pokemon card I was ever given. As a child, I had a friend give me a Pikachu. I think we talked about this in episode 1. And Pikachu's just always been there. But then I let it down. I betrayed it when Let's Go came out because I went for Eevee. So it can't be as close to my chest as I thought. My initial reaction for Pikachu is a 7.
Yeah.
Based mostly on nostalgia.
Fair enough.
But also, it's cool. It got a lot better in Let's Go. In Pokemon Yellow, when you go back and play that game again, Pikachu was weak as fuck.
Yeah.
Like, by the end of the game, it just can't keep up. Whereas at least in Let's Go, they rectified that by boosting its stats. They made it perfect in IVs. They gave it stronger moves. They gave it stuff to make it more viable, and like that.
They did what they needed to do to sort it out.
Yeah, and they did that.
I think based on Let's Go, I'm probably going to give it a 9.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Nice.
Just because it's the mascot of the whole franchise.
It is.
You know, it's recognised everywhere.
I gotta be honest.
Everyone knows what a Pikachu is.
I think I prefer Pichu more, and I kind of prefer Raichu more.
Really?
Yeah, I really like Raichu's design, and Pichu, especially in Heart Gold Soul Silver. Do you remember the spiky ear Pichu?
Yeah.
That was one of my favourite Pokemon. I was so sad that I couldn't ever transfer that up, and it's just stuck in that game like in limbo.
Oh.
And it's so cute, and I don't know.
That's savage, man.
So Pikachu's great. I love Pikachu, but it's not up there for me. Like, it's good. It's a contender, but it's not my favourite by any stretch.
Fair enough.
Okay.
Should we move on?
Let's move on.
Next one. Eevee.
Okay, so I love Eevee. Not just because it's Eevee, but because of all its evolutions.
I've never really been that much of a fan of Eevee.
Really?
Mainly because it used to stress me the fuck out as a kid. Because I could never decide which one to go for.
Yeah.
So, for everyone else, it's like, oh, you can evolve into all these different variations and you get a choice, which is great, but sometimes the choice is difficult. I didn't like that choice, so I always hated Eevee.
I know what you mean.
And it's slowly grown on me now, but just can't get past.
You've got to have some favourite evolutions though, right?
Jolteon's probably my favourite.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Little yellow spiky boy.
I can't decide between Glaceon or Umbreon. Those are the two.
Glaceon is cool.
I really love Glaceon because it was just always a really cool looking Pokemon. I love ice types, but Umbreon's just super cool as well. I love Umbreon's design. Its shiny is really cool because instead of yellow hoops or rings on it, it's blue.
That's cool.
And it's basically the same, but it just has blue rings. I've even got an Eevee tattoo.
Yeah, you do.
I got Eevee, and then the plan was to get all the evolutions on my leg. So far, all I've got is Espeon and Vaporeon, I think, and Eevee. So far, so slow, but
you're getting there.
I really like my Espeon tattoo, but it doesn't mean that Espeon is my favourite by any stretch. It used to be when I was a kid, but I think it's got to be.
Bring out more. You find a new favourite, don't you?
Yeah, I think they're going to bring out new ones this gen as well. I could see it happening.
I hope so. That would be cool.
Yeah, I think Ghost would be a really great evolution.
Yeah.
I'd love to see a Ghost type evolution, and I think Dragon would be one as well that I think they'll do.
That's some good ideas.
But yeah, so Eevee, I fucking loved it in Let's Go.
Yeah, you did.
Not only was it adorable, it was so fucking strong. Do you remember how strong it was when we had the battles? It can set up light screen, it can set up reflect, and do damage at the same time. So it's incredible. First of all, it's only weak to fighting. When fighting comes in, you've got Sparkly Swirl, which is a fairy type special move that does. I think it removes any status conditions on your party. So any of your Pokemon that are paralyzed or anything poison, it just heals them straight away. It is incredibly strong.
It's nuts.
It learns Sappy Seed, which is Leech Seed, a grass type attack. So it does 80 base damage and Leech Seeds them.
That's ridiculous.
There's a water type move that heals it. Like, there is just unlimited things that you can do with this Pokemon. There's guaranteed paralysis, guaranteed burn. It is just like fucking runs train, man. I love that Pokemon so much. Like, it was so versatile.
Absolute powerhouse.
Not only that, it was timid when I got it, which means its special attack is super high. That's cool. I just kind of went with that for my whole base for that team.
Nice.
I could go all day about how much I loved Eevee in that game. It was my favourite Pokemon for a long time during that run. Yeah.
So what score are you going to give your Eevee?
A strong 9.
Strong 9? Oh, a 9. I thought you were going to go for a 10. Is there something that lets it down?
No, there isn't. I don't know why I'm not giving it a 10. I think it's because it's just not my favourite starter Pokemon is the only reason I'm not giving it a 10.
Okay, fair enough.
That is the only reason it's not a 10. Otherwise, it is a perfect starter, but it's just not my starter, if you know what I mean. Like, it's not my guy that I'm going with for the rest of the game.
Fair enough. I think I'm going to give Eevee... I'm going to go for a 7. It's not an awful Pokemon, but...
I respect that. I like how we both gone for like the other way around with our Let's Go's. You know, you had Let's Go Pikachu, I had Let's Go Eevee, and we both got these kind of similar feelings about our Pokemon. Yeah.
Right, so let's move on to the next one.
Okay.
Chikorita. How do we feel about Chikorita?
Man, Johto starters are great. For a start, I just want to preface with that they are equally, to me, as amazing as each other. Just talking about it in a broad sense now, I mean, when we talk about it, I'll probably break it down a bit better. I love Chikorita so much. Same. This is what the problem is. I love Chikorita so much. I love its design. I love how people hate it, and it makes me want to protect it.
I think it's really cute.
It learns some really good healer moves. It learns like reflect and light screen and stuff. It's like a really good defensive setup. Yeah. It's not like a very strong Pokemon. That's the only problem I have with it. Going through the game with it, it's not very strong.
It's not the strongest, but it's by far, it's not like the worst Pokemon either.
No, sure. When I was playing through Gold and Silver with you for the challenge, I used Toxic,
which is a good move.
Yeah, I can't remember what else I used with it now. It was like a decent Pokemon though. It was very defensive. It was more a defensive. I had Razor Leaf, and then it had 2 other moves. I think Synthesis and
that's always a good one to
something
have as
else.
well.
And it was just like a complete defensive Pokemon.
But it can just keep you going for a while. Like some you'll throw into a field and it'll be gone within a minute. Whereas that one, you can keep going with it for a bit.
It's not a Sharpedo, which is a glass cannon. It turns out who gets hit in one hit and just dies. Yeah. I can't be dealing with that. I need a balance of like offense and defense, and I think Bayleaf and Bingalium and Chikorita kind of do that. Yeah, I don't know.
I like it. I think it's a good Pokemon. It's versatile. It's got an all-round good Pokemon.
It is. The only thing I think lets it down is its move pool is very limited. It learns basically just normal type and grass type moves, and then it can just learn like setup moves and defensive.
Yeah, they could have spread it out a little bit.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Going off of that, I actually have to say that Bayleaf is my least, or Bayleaf, I keep saying Bayleaf. Chikorita is my least favourite of these three.
Okay.
I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10.
Oh.
No, a 6. Sorry.
A 6.
I'm knocking it down to a 6 because,
it down.
like I said, it's just that it is limited by itself, you know?
I think I'm going to give it a 7.
Okay.
I think it's cute.
It's very cute.
Alright, let's move on. Let's move on.
Okay.
Cyndaquil. Everyone loves a good Cyndaquil.
People love Cyndaquil. It's one of Freya's favourite Pokemon. One of these days I'm going to get her like a Cyndaquil plush, but she wants one that's big and like life-sized, and I can't find one that looks good anywhere. So
that would be incredible.
She wants one that she can hug in bed, and I was like, okay, I want to get you one of those, but yeah, it's finding one.
Yeah, that's probably going to be difficult to find.
Cyndaquil, Quilava, Typhlosion are all great. I really enjoy them.
Yeah.
They're really nice design. Like, they all look good, you know, like they work together really well. They like evolve in a nice way that doesn't seem too off, and it's not too, I don't know.
It doesn't jump too much, does it? You know,
no.
You can kind of tell, like,
if you lined up all the Pokemon in random order, you could tell that those three were related.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I used a Cyndaquil on my playthrough of Silver.
Yeah.
For the challenge. I enjoyed it.
It is really good.
Strong little buddy.
It learns Thunder Punch as well, which is great because
really
it's really great coverage. It's weak to water. Suddenly you've got coverage for water. You know, like it's really good. You know, you can just kind of match it quite well. It's weak to rock type, and there's not a lot you can really do about that. I don't think it could probably learn a fighting type move somewhere, but I haven't got the list up in front of me.
No.
Yeah, Typhlosion's good. The only thing about it was it had the same stat total exactly as Charizard, I believe. They literally took Charizard's stat total and gave it to Typhlosion, and it just doesn't do what Charizard does as well.
No.
So it's like a B-side Charizard, and as much as I like the design just as much as Charizard, I would say. Like, I just don't know if I prefer it to a Charizard.
What are you going to give it?
I'm going to give it a 7.
7.
Yeah, it's a very cool starter. I can see why people love it so much, but it's not my starter. But it is a very good starter.
I'm going to give it an 8.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Is that your boy?
That's my boy. I think he's a cute, he's a cute Pokemon.
Okay, so we're moving on to my Johto boy.
Totodile.
I've decided Totodile is my favourite.
Yeah.
I'm actually excited for us to get into Heart Gold Soul Silver eventually because I already shotgunned Totodile. So when we get into that, I'm going to have Totodile. I love how it learns Ice Fang through level up. It learns moves like Crunch, which is Dark type. Like
that's really good.
It has some really good versatile moves. You can teach it Waterfall, which is a really solid physical water type move, and it works as a HM.
Which is also really handy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really good. I mean, I don't know what that fourth slot would be, but there's probably loads of different moves you could use there. But already I'm like, what a great Pokemon.
Yeah. I do like a Totodile.
Yeah. It can hold itself up against the grass type, you know, with Ice Fang.
And it's cute.
I love its design. I love how it just turns from this like little cute little nippy like crocodile into this giant like fucking hulking 7-foot alligator. I think it's 7 foot. It's massive. I know it's massive.
Yeah, from cute to beast.
Yeah, I really like her for alligator. I think Totodile is my favourite out of the three.
Yeah.
I mean, there's not a lot I can really say about Totodile. It's just a really cool. I like water type Pokemon already. I've said this before.
You are the water boy.
Yeah. Well, you know, that's it. Totodile. I love him.
What are you going to give Totodile?
Definitely an 8.
An 8?
Yeah, an 8.
Nice.
It's not worth more than that because I still don't think it's my favourite. There's a lot of starter Pokemon I think I prefer more. Okay. I still think I prefer Bulbasaur. I do definitely prefer Bulbasaur.
I'm going to give him a 7. He's not awful.
Oh.
But he's not the best.
Okay. Right.
Moving on. We've got Trico.
Oh, we're in Gen 3 territory.
Yeah.
Okay, so Trico didn't do a lot for me.
No.
Until Mega Sceptile came in.
Oh, okay.
It goes from a normal plain old grass type to a grass dragon type.
Ooh.
It looks really cool. It turns like really like it looks cooler. It looks the same but cooler. Again, it's a bit like the Cyndaquil thing. It just keeps on going, but like not in like a. I don't know. It's not too out there. Its evolution line. You know what I mean? You can tell that they're from the same family when you look at them. You know, there's a few down this list where you can be like, "What the fuck happened?" But
where did they get the idea from, sort of thing?
Yeah. So this Pokemon plays it quite safe, and I think in a really good way. Yeah, I like it a lot. I don't think it's necessarily the best Pokemon out there. Like, it's definitely not up there with my favorites, but I'm using one in Emerald right now and I'm really enjoying it.
You liking it?
Yeah.
Cool.
It's cool. It's a good Pokemon. What about
Nice. I've not really had that much experience with it. And the few playthroughs I did on when I was younger, because I've not really played like Gen 3 that much.
you? Yeah.
It was alright, but I never really got on with it that much.
No?
No.
No, fair enough.
I don't.
You don't rate it?
No, I don't know. I'm not particularly that.
Okay.
So, I suppose.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I give Trico a 6.
You're gonna give it a 6.
Yeah.
Cool. I'm gonna give it a 5.
Okay. It's not my favourite by far, but it's got a really great Mega, and that's kind of what does it for me.
That's what's keeping it going. Fair enough.
Yeah.
So we'll move on to Torchic.
Oh, man, Torchic's cute. I love base Torchic.
I kind of wish I went for a Torchic, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
See, it was good to use it. It was a really strong Pokemon. I finished Pokemon Ruby with it, and it stayed on my party for the whole game.
Nice.
It's a really strong Pokemon, but I'm not a big fan of Combusken or Blaziken.
No.
I just like Torchic. Torchic's super cute. I said this in the challenge episode where I didn't want to evolve my Torchic when I first played it when I was a kid, so I didn't, and I just kept Torchic throughout the whole game.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like a level 60 Torchic in the Elite Four, and I probably never got anywhere with it, and that's probably why I used Groudon. But
fair enough.
It's a really great Pokemon. It's cute, but it's not my favourite by far.
I quite like it.
Yeah?
Yeah. I don't know what it is about it that I like it so much, but...
What, the evolution line as well? The whole thing?
Not so much the evolution line, that's what lets it down. It's because it goes from this really cute chick to like this weird...
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It just
exactly.
looks... It doesn't look like it should be...
No.
Like whereas some you're like, yeah, that's definitely what it should be.
That's the one.
That's the one. That one just sort of doesn't.
No. It's fine. It's a fine Pokemon. That's what I'm going to say.
It is what it is.
Yeah, so...
What are you going to give Torchic then?
I'm going to give it a 6 also.
Cool. I'm going to go in with a 6 as well.
Cool.
Moving on to Mudkip.
Mudkip. Talk to me about Mudkip.
I don't know if I don't know.
No?
I'm undecided.
Okay.
I'm currently using it. I think it's good. It's alright. It's not bad.
Yeah.
It's just a weird little looking Pokemon.
What about the evolution line?
Well, I guess even weirder.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, you could say that. You used in Sapphire, didn't you?
Yeah.
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 And you liked it? You didn't like it?
I do like it. I don't hate it. It's just odd.
Yeah, sure.
It's a very strange looking Pokemon.
It is weird, but people love Mudkip.
Yeah.
We're in this kind of area right now where Gens 3, 4, and 5 are all kind of starters I'm not as keen on.
Yeah.
So I'm in this area right now where like the standards are kind of lowering. It's kind of like another with both of the other two Hoenn starters. I'm not as keen on its whole evolution line.
No.
I like Mudkip. It's quite cute. I don't like Marshtomp, especially when they brought a 3D sprite out for it. Did you ever see what it looks like? It looks very creepy. It's got those starey eyes, and like there's a lot of memes about it, and it's just funny.
It's a very strange looking thing.
I like Sceptile's fine. Mega Sceptile is super cool. Have you seen it? It just turns into like a big buff guy. Like it gets huge. It's so swollen. I was like, oh man, I love this guy.
This guy's cool.
Same reason. It's the same way I feel about Trico. I think it's fine. It's not like it's my favorite probably actually of these three. Maybe Sceptile is tied with it.
Yeah.
Because I like the final evolution's Mega, but it's I don't know. I like how it resists electric because it's ground and water and ground.
That's really handy.
But it's on the flip side, it's now 4 times weak to grass. So I mean, it's
I noticed that.
Yeah, it's like a double-edged sword.
Yeah.
Like grass can destroy it, but electric won't touch it. So it's kind of like it's fine. It's fine as it is.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give Mudkip a 6 as well.
Cool.
6 across the board for Hoenn.
I'm gonna go with a 6 as well.
All right, cool. Okay. Moving into Gen 4.
Yeah, so now we've got Turtwig.
Turtwig is my least favourite, I think, of these 3 starters. It's got good typing. I like the ground and grass. I think it's a bit like what we said before, that it's now 4 times weak to ice.
Yeah.
But it's a really interesting type that I don't think's been used again since, so it's unique in that way.
That gives it an up, I suppose.
Yeah, it's really cool. I I like a lot of things about it, but there's a lot of things I dislike about it. I don't like the overall look of the Pokemon. So, I mean, they don't really strike me as Pokemon I enjoy from the get-go.
The image I get in my head when I think of Turtwig is it just evolves into a bonsai tree.
I mean, it is just a big tree on a turtle's back.
It's essentially just another Bulbasaur.
I've used it once, and I don't really get much enjoyment from this Pokemon. I've got to be honest. Like, I know there's a lot of people out there, and there's probably people that will be pissed off at us kind of glazing over this Pokemon, but I don't know enough about it to enjoy it, and it's not something I really get into.
I suppose that's probably what I'm feeling as well. I just don't know enough about it. It's probably a really good Pokemon, just haven't had enough time to play around with it.
At the end of the day, you're listening to me and Matt talk about our opinions on Pokemon, and we're ranking them based on our own opinions. So, I mean, this isn't a... this is why this Pokemon is great. This is what we feel about this Pokemon.
It's our opinion.
For me, this Pokemon is probably a 3.
Oh, that low.
Yeah, like, I don't hate it. I don't hate any Pokemon, I don't think.
That's the lowest score we've had so far, Tom.
Somebody's got to go low. And Turtwig is one of my least favourite starters of all time. So I feel like it needs to have a low score just to start off.
I've drawn an unhappy face.
A sad face.
A sad face.
What about you, Matt?
Turtwig. I'm going to give it a 4.
Okay. I was tying between 3 and 4, and I thought, no, do you know what?
4.
3.
Yeah, what I can't get out of my head is it's just a cheap knockoff of Bulbasaur. A turtley looking creature on all 4 legs. Bulbasaur grows a plant, that grows a tree.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'll let you keep your opinion. I won't argue any further with that. But yeah, I mean, I know there's obviously people out there that would heavily disagree with what you're saying.
They're probably going to hate me.
Sure.
Alright, let's move on to Chimchar.
Chimchar.
Oh.
The little fire monkey.
Fire monkey. I think he's quite cute. But
I've said that
about 10 of them so far.
I like Chimchar, but I don't like Monferno, and I don't like Infernape.
No, they get a bit weird, don't they?
They do firefighting again, which I really don't like. Second time in a row. And it's a monkey. That's about it. I don't really enjoy it. It has some really good moves. It gets Mach Punch, which is like a priority fighting type move. It can learn like Thunder Punch. It can learn, it has good coverage.
So it can learn some decent moves.
And Infernape, as far as I know, is pretty decent in like certain competitive fields. But I only like Chimchar personally.
Fair enough. So what are you going to give Chimchar?
A 5.
A 5.
How do you feel about Chimchar? Is there anything else you want to add?
It's so-so for me. So I'm also going to give it a 5.
I also have problems with Gen 4 in particular, Diamond and Pearl, in the game where you could get Chimchar. If you didn't get Chimchar, I hope you like Ponyta, because that's the only other fire type you can get.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
They really screwed up on the national decks in that game.
Nice.
There are 2 fire types you can get in the storyline, and that's those 2.
That's great.
So when we go through those 2 games, I'm probably not even going to have a fire type in my team.
No?
No, because I'm not that keen on Ponyta either. It's not bad. It's fine. It's there.
It's a weird little...
Shiny Ponyta, yeah, I'll take that all the way to the end, but just normal Ponyta's kind of boring.
Yeah.
Okay.
Moving on. Piplup.
I like Piplup.
I knew you were going to like Piplup.
I like Primplup. I like Empoleon. Maybe not as much Primplup. It's kind of weird little like lumpy teen, but when you get to Empoleon is fucking badass, and people don't like Empoleon. Why don't anyone?
It's a tank.
It's so cool. It's just like a big metal penguin. Like, it's an emperor penguin. It's super strong. Like, I don't like that it's based on Napoleon, but I just don't think about that. You gloss over that, it's fine. Like, it's just a big iron penguin.
It's great.
He's
cool.
Like
Piplup.
Piplup's super cute. I love Water Steel as a type. Like, that's really cool. Like, there hasn't been another Pokemon like that. I think Keldeo is water. No, that's water fighting. There is another Water Steel out there, and it's completely failing me right now what that Pokemon is. It's going to drive me insane.
I think I'm going to just like jump in there and I'm going to claim Piplup for the starter.
Are you? You bastard. That's what I was going to do.
But you already you jumped in and you grabbed a Totodile, Heart Gold and Soul Silver, so I'm going to grab Piplup.
Okay.
Because I do like myself a Piplup.
Piplup's great.
I'm going to give Piplup a good 7.
I'm going to give Piplup also a 7. Yeah, let's give it a 7. Yeah, I like Piplup a lot.
He's worthy. We'll give him a nice happy face.
Okay, he gets a little matte smiley face.
Because he won out of the 3 Gen 4 starters.
Yeah, so Gen 4 Piplup would be my choice.
Nice. Right, moving on.
Okay.
Snivy.
I love Snivy. I'm going to say that right now. Snivy is my favourite of Gen 5 by far. It's like a smug little grass-type lizard. And people don't like how it evolves. Okay, it starts off with hands, it ends up with no hands because it turns into a snake. I fucking love that snake. Okay, it's super cool. I love that big old snake at the end.
It's cool.
It's got weird stat distribution. It's fast and bulky.
I just like its name. I think its name's cool.
Snivy and Superior.
Yeah.
Such a cool name. Like, it's really cool. It has a really great hidden ability called Contrary, which is an ability that reverses stat changes. So, you know, when a Pokemon comes in with Intimidate and it lowers your attack,
Yeah.
Contrary would make the attack go up instead.
Oh, okay. That's
so
really cool.
badass. Yeah. Okay. So there's moves. I think. Sorry, guys, you're gonna hate me if I get this wrong. I think there's a move called Leaf Storm.
Okay.
That it learns that harshly lowers its special attack when it uses it. It's a bit like Overheat, you know.
Yeah.
But because of Contrary, it makes its attack go up.
That's so
it
cool.
is insane. It's like using Sword Stance at the same time as using like a, I don't know, a physical move like an Earthquake.
That's really clever.
It just wrecks, and like it's really cool. It's really bulky. It's fast. It learns Leech Seed and stuff, so you can like set up really well with it.
Nice.
And like stay alive. And I just love its design. Really
it's a
love
cool
Snivy.
little Pokemon.
Really like Snivy a lot.
What are we going to give Snivy?
Snivy's getting a 9 from me.
Oh,
I like
that's a high
Snivy a
score.
lot. Yeah.
I'm not going
Always
to give it
have.
that high.
Okay.
Mainly because I've not used it very often. I'll give it an 8.
All right. You like it though.
It's still up there. I really like it.
You do? Okay.
Yeah.
We're very similar people, Matt. You
I
know that?
we are.
We need a third party on here to argue our case. We need someone completely different to us.
All of our scores are fairly similar.
We'll go through it at the end together and we'll
Yeah.
work it out. We'll see how similar we are. I know we've been best friends for life, so like this would happen.
Yeah.
Okay,
We've
who's
got like
next?
a third person on here. We'll just completely tear like the
It will.
scores to pieces.
Yeah, if you are completely the opposite of me and Matt, get in contact.
It could be fun.
We could be friends still. It's okay.
We couldn't be friends.
We could never be friends.
Forever.
I forgot
Okay.
to mention I'm wearing Eevee pajamas right now.
Yeah, you are.
I really love Eevee, guys.
It's Eevee whore over here.
Okay, who's next?
Tepig.
Nah.
I don't know why I said it so excitedly. I hate it. It's awful.
Sorry, Shannon.
Oh.
Shannon loved Tepig, I think, or was it her husband's favourite Pokemon? It was hers. It was hers.
Was it hers? I'm pretty sure it was her husband's.
Either way, we're sorry, Shannon, but I
We're
don't like
sorry.
Tepig.
No. It's not the one, I'm afraid.
I hate its evolves so much. It goes firefighting for the 3rd time in a row. Not its fault, but I'm just mad at it because it had to be there at the wrong time.
Why did they put like
Free
firefighting?
firefighting.
Like, did they just get bored and be like, let's just?
It's a good type, but it's just not my type. I don't like it.
I'm not keen on the fire. Firefighting.
No, I'm not keen. I don't like its evolves. I've used it before. I remember it being good, but I just never liked it. I don't like Tepig. I don't like the evolves. It's a 3.
A 3. Okay.
Mhm.
I'm going to give it 2.
Oh,
I really don't like
lowest score.
I really-
like that deserves a frowny
it.
face.
A really, really like upside down happy face.
Turn that frown. No, turn that smile upside down. It's a frown.
I really hate it.
Yeah. Okay. Moving on then.
Okay.
Before
so
everyone hates us and shuts off this
Ultra
podcast.
what?
Oshawott.
Yeah.
See, I don't like Oshawott, but I do like Duot and I do like Samurott. It's one of those ones that is the opposite of like a Cyndaquil. When it evolves into its final form, you're like, what the fuck, where did that come from? It goes from like
Yeah.
on 2 legs to being like a 4-legged like thing with like a horn, and like I kind of like where it went though, because usually the like general way they do things is they start on 4 legs and they end up on 2. This one did it the opposite way, and I kind of
Starts
like
up on
it.
2 and ends up on 4.
I like it. It's weird. It has like these weird like swords. Have you seen that with Samurott? It has like
Yeah.
swords on its legs, and I don't understand it, and I kind of find it weird, but I like it.
It's a confusing Pokemon for me. I'm not entirely sure if I like it or not.
It's definitely middle of the road for me. It's middling. I like it for a lot of reasons. People don't like it, but I think it's interesting.
What are you gonna give it?
5.
A 5.
Yeah, like it's a middle road. Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't say I really enjoy it, and I wouldn't pick it as my starter, but like I like it for what it is.
I'll give it a 4,
Okay.
just because I'm not that familiar with it. It's alright.
So Snivy won by like an overwhelming amount.
yeah, Snivy was like a favourite.
Snivy's
here.
great. I
Yeah.
love Snivy so much. Okay, so we move on to Gen 6.
Yeah.
Okay, X and Y time. Did you ever play these?
Briefly, not very much.
I'm excited for you to play these.
I'm
They're
excited.
Really, really good games. I can't wait to play them
We're
again.
starting off with Chespin.
Easily my least favourite of these three.
Yeah.
Chespin, and it's do you know what they look like? Can you picture them in your head?
Yeah.
Chespin is a really cute, really great little Pokemon. I love it a lot. It's like your buddy. Like that is a perfect starter type Pokemon, walking around with you, enjoying life, like happy.
Just a little...
Then it evolves, and I hate it. As soon as
it evolves,
it's always
the evolutions that let it down. When we've spoken about these, it's always the evolution that lets it down.
Grass Fighting, great type. It learns Spiky Shield, which is a great attack, and it does some great things. I just hate its design so much. Have you seen? It's like hunched over because of its spiky shield on its back being so big. Yeah. And I again, it goes with that horrible, like slow tanky kind of thing that I just wouldn't get along with if it was real.
Yeah, I'm not feeling it.
No, I'm gonna give it a 5. A 5. It gets a 5, a higher score based just on Chespin.
I'm gonna give it a 3.
Oh, you really don't like it. What would you think about Chespin? As itself.
It's alright as itself. But I'm still not that keen on it anyway.
No.
It's the evolutions that let it down for me.
Yeah, you feel the same as me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's move on to Fennekin.
I like Fennekin a lot.
Fennekin's alright.
I really think it's adorable.
Yeah.
And it's very cute on itself. Then it evolves into Braixen. Braixen's really cool. It's in Pokemon Tournament as a fight character. Yeah. You can use that, and it's okay. People are really good with it. I've played against some people that are very good with Braixen, but it's not for me.
Okay.
And Delphox is so cool. It's like this witch fox that's psychic and fire. Like, what an amazing typing combo for a starter type Pokemon. Like, that is an amazing Pokemon.
Yeah, this is like one of the first ones that I actually kind of like the evolutions.
Really? Yeah.
Or
it does the 4 legs and ends on 2.
Yeah.
But
typical. But
I could see it walking around with you outside, like psychic type, which is really cool. And yeah, it's a really cool fire type. It's one of my favourite fire type Pokemon.
It's a nice one.
It gets a 7 from me.
Yeah.
Yep. I really like it. Definitely.
I'm going to give it a 6 just because, again, I'm not that familiar with it, but
yeah.
I do still like it.
Yeah.
And I've used it.
Okay.
Froakie.
Froakie's my favourite.
Yeah.
Of the 3. I'm not so keen on Froakie, but I love Greninja.
Greninja. Everyone loves a good
Greninja. Greninja is insanely good. It's a water type, water and dark type, sorry. Dark type's cool in and of itself because I like dark type.
Everyone likes a good dark type.
And it has this amazing ability called Protean. Do you know what this one is?
No.
Protean is an ability where when you use an attack, based on whatever type that attack is, it will change its type to match.
Okay.
So you use sorry, it's escaping me. Let's just say you use like Thunderbolt. Okay, it can't learn Thunderbolt, but let's just say Thunderbolt because I can't think. My mind's gone blank. It will turn into an electric type.
Yeah.
It loses its water and dark type and turns into an electric type. So every move is stab for a start, so it gets a boost in every attack, and you can just shake it up. Like people won't know what you're going to use. You could be really versatile with it, and you could like counter anybody's offense with your defense by changing your type.
That's really cool.
Yeah. You're a water type, they use an electric move, but wait a minute, you just used Earthquake, and now you're a ground type, so electric moves don't work on it. Clever.
Yeah, that's clever.
Very, very clever.
I'll give it an extra point for that.
Yeah, I really, really like Froakie. I'm going to give it an 8.
An 8?
Yep.
I'm going to match your score with an 8 as well.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I think it's just a good Pokemon.
It's an
The tongue scarf's a bit weird.
Yeah.
But I love how ninja-y it is. It gets a weird mega as well in the games. It gets Ash Greninja. Have you seen that? Where it gets like a shuriken on its back and it looks a bit like Ash. And it's very, very strong as well. It's really good.
It's a weird one.
Yeah, it's really cool. I just really like it. I love how it's a ninja. It has a really good arc in the anime. It's the only anime series since the original one that I watched all the way through was X and Y. And X and Y anime was so good. I've been meaning to watch Sun and Moon, but yeah, X and Y one is really good, especially they have a whole arc about Greninja and like they're in like a ninja village learning. It's really cool.
I need to watch some anime again.
They took it down off Netflix recently. I'm really sad about it because I wanted to watch some.
Damn you, Netflix.
Fucking Netflix, man. At least Sun and Moon's on there. We should watch them.
Yeah, we should. That'd be cool. We could put that on afterwards.
Maybe.
Moving on to Gen 7.
Okay.
Start off with Rowlet. I liked Rowlet though.
Yeah.
It's a cute little Pokemon. I like its evolution.
I'm surprised you say that, considering it turns into a grass ghost type when it finally evolves.
I know.
Decidueye is so cool.
It's cool. I don't like the appearance too much. It's
Really?
not awful, but I like Rowlet. It's just this little round.
Oh man, okay,
It's
fair
cute.
enough.
Yeah.
Dude,
Its typing is up there.
it's a grass flying type from the get-go, which is really cool. I like how it starts off like that. I love its design of like a little owl, but it's like so round and like cute.
Yeah,
and like,
that's what I like. It's just a little round owl.
in the anime, it just sits in Ash's backpack all the time, and that's where it lives. And like, it's really dozy and like lazy, and it's cute and like.
It's me. Stupid and lazy.
I'm a huge fan of Rowlet.
Yeah.
Rowlet. I don't like Dartrix as much. But I love Decidueye. Like, Dartrix is that weird little, like, emo teen phase.
Perhaps it's probably, like, that one that puts me off.
Yeah, maybe.
Because it looks a little bit.
But Decidueye Grass Ghost is insanely cool. Like, a Ghost type starter, finally.
I love me a Ghost type.
I love Ghost type as well. And, like, to finally get one of those is insane. And, like, it's one of my favourite Pokemon now, actually, is Decidueye. I really like it. It's my other main in Pokemon Tournament, because you can use that in there as well.
Nice.
It's really fast and strong, and, like, I just love it. I think it's really cool.
I'm going to give Rowlet a 9.
Stay tuned, guys. I'm giving it a 10.
Oh.
It's going all in on 10. I really enjoy it.
Highest score. Let's do little fireworks next to.
In fact, even Dartrix won't take away from that score, because I could live with it in order to get to my Decidueye. I really, really like Rowlet, you guys. You got fireworks, you got a smiley face, you've written yay with an exclamation mark and a heart.
I love heart. Rowlet wins.
Okay, who's next?
Litten.
I love Litten.
Yeah.
I wasn't bothered about Litten until you picked Rowlet and I had to pick a different star, so I went with Litten. And I fucking loved that Pokemon so much. Litten, Torracat, and Incineroar, all amazing Pokemon. I love their design. Does the 4 legs to 2? What is it you don't like about?
It looks more like a Digimon.
Fuck off! It does not. It's Bart Simpson cat. He has Bart Simpson eyes. He has a Bart Simpson face. I love it. And then he turns into a cat, a cat.
So he evolves from a Simpson into a Digimon.
No one evolves into a Digimon, Matt. He turns into Muscles Cat, the wrestling cat. Okay.
Muscles Cat.
Yeah, Muscles Cat is what I call him, and he's great.
We're divided on this one.
I fucking love Litten, man. I love Incineroar. Incineroar's really cool. It's fire and dark type for a start, which is so cool.
That's a good type.
It's really weird looking. I love how we were laughing with Tanner that one time about how it thrusts its hips and shoots fire.
That's what, That's what I mean. Like,
I fucking love it. It's so cool.
Incineroar reminds me of a Digimon.
It's such a dick. It's such an asshole Pokemon. Like, sometimes in the Pokedex it says that if it doesn't have confidence in its trainer, it's just going to do what it wants. It won't listen.
Yeah, I get that.
8 badges won't save it.
Nah, I can see that.
I love it. I love Incineroar. I think it's really cool. It's really funny. It's weird as hell.
Yeah.
10.
Another 10?
Yeah, another 10. Another 10, you guys. I love these two. Alola was like one of my favourite regions, and I really enjoyed it. You're copying the same thing you did on Rowlet.
Yeah.
It spawned my 2 favourite starters, for sure, in Alola, and I want to live in Alola. And you're giving it a 6.
Mm-hmm.
Why a 6? What is it? Just you really think it's a Digimon? I really don't.
No, I'm just finding out. It looks a little bit like a Digimon.
Okay.
I don't know. I was just never really that keen on it.
No, I mean that's fair.
It's not awful.
No.
It's just me being picky, I suppose. If anything.
Okay.
Let's move on.
All right,
let's
move on.
There. We got Popplio.
Popplio's cute. I'm not as enthusiastic about Popplio. It's Freya's favourite of the 3. She gets really like emotional about Popplio and how much she loves Primarina and Brionne. And...
Well, there we go. When we got a starter each, I can have Rowlet, you can have your Litten, and she can have a Popplio.
Okay.
All sorted.
I always struggle to pick between Rowlet and Litten, but if I was with you and you picked Rowlet, then I would happily pick Litten. Yeah.
Fair enough. I'm keeping Rowlet.
Okay.
For when we eventually get to...
You can make me an egg. It's fine. I'll have a
Next.
Decidueye as well.
In the next 10 years.
Yeah. So Popplio is really cute. It's Freya's favourite starter, I think, out of all of them. I think it's really sweet. I like it a lot. I like its water fairy type. I think that's really cool as a typing.
Is it the first fairy type we've had in a starter?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so.
That's cool.
I don't think we've neglected anywhere along the line so far.
No.
It's a really cool Pokemon. It doesn't do a lot for me personally. I think it's a really cool Pokemon, but it's not in any way my favourite starter.
Fair enough. What would you give Poplio?
I give Poplio a 4.
Oh,
it's not a dislike. It's an average, but based on like the other Pokemon I've given 5s. Who else have I given 5s to? Let's just work this out before I go giving these away.
Chespin 5. Oshawott 5. Chimchar 5. Not Chimchar. 5. I think you got about 5 Pokemon. You give them 5 to.
Do you know what? I think then, because based on giving Chimchar a 5 and giving Poplio a 4 just seems unfair, I want to give Poplio a 5. Because she's worth better than that. She's better than that.
I was going to give it a 4 as well, anyway.
Okay.
So I'm going to stick with my 4 though.
Sorry, Freya. You can come on and do the starter ranking sometime. It's fine.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Get Freya involved. Come on our podcast, Freya. Cool.
Yeah, so it's cool. I like it, but it's just not my starter.
Not my
Never
thing.
been my. Like I said, I like Pokemon that I can picture walking around with. That thing can't walk around. It's a fucking mermaid. Like, how does it walk around? Like, it's just gonna like flop around, like dragging its mermaid tail along the ground, like getting all dirty. Like,
splash around like a Magikarp.
I'd feel guilty because it would slow me down, and also because it would get dirty, and I'd be like, "Oh, you poor little thing."
Oh, you poor little thing. I'm just gonna leave you behind.
I'd need to carry around like a pool of water all the time just to put it in. Like, it just wouldn't. It's not practical for me.
That just sounds like a lot of hard work.
I'd have to have a swimming pool in my back garden to keep it in.
Nah, just nah.
Nah. Sorry, guys. Sorry, Poplio. Let's move on.
This is going to be an interesting one because like, they've not officially used these.
Okay, so we're talking about the recently revealed Gen 8 starter Pokemon. This is interesting because we literally have nothing to go on. We don't know. We only know so far that they're going to be grass, water, and fire. We don't know if they're going to have additional typings, what their evolutions look like, what their moves they're going to have. We know nothing about them based on only what we've seen. So this is more of like a visual.
This is a visual and sort of perhaps a guess, I suppose.
Yeah.
So we'll start. Is it Grookey?
Grookey.
Grookey.
Yeah. Okay. Go ahead.
No.
When you look at it, what do you think? You like it? Do you respond positively, or do you?
I like it. I like all 3 of them.
Yeah.
It's just the unknown, I suppose. Just not having used it.
Yeah.
Yet, or had any sort of interaction with it.
That's kind of the beauty of it in a way, though, is because we don't know what it's going to turn into. I kind of like that.
We don't know if it's going to be a single type or a dual type. I imagine it'll be a dual type because they all seem to be a dual type.
Yeah, exactly. We'll see. I like Grookey a lot. I think it's cute. It's a cool little monkey.
Yeah.
My favourite looking monkey that we've had so far out of all the Pokemon out there. I like how they did this whole intro thing with it where like the Scorbunny like lit the grass on fire, then Sobble put it out, and then Grookey made the grass grow again.
Yeah.
And I liked how it had that stick that it was bashing, and then it could climb up walls. I really responded well to Grookey the first time I saw it. It was my favourite of the 3.
I feel like it's going to be from that slightly magical, which would lead me to believe that it might be a fairy type.
Yeah, I mean that's definitely worth going with. I could see that. Yeah. Didn't we say last week? Not last week, in one of our last episodes in the end of the month episode with the spirit armor, when we were talking about that with how it would like if spirit armor was a thing apparently in this rumor, like it would wear that armor and turn into grass fairy.
Yeah,
could see it, but
that could be a thing.
I give Grookey a 7.
Okay.
Personally, I like its design a lot, but it's too early to say anything else about it.
I'm gonna go in there with a 5 just because I'm still I don't know enough about it.
Sure.
I'll move on to Scorbunny.
Okay.
I wasn't that keen on Scorbunny.
No. I like Scorbunny's design. It's kind of weird, but I like how it looks. I like how it's kind of definitely the speedy one, like fast rabbit, fire type. It looked like I hope it would turn into a fire electric, but I can't see that happening.
Please, not another firefighting.
Please, God, not another firefighting. I'd be so sad if that happens. A fire electric is where I want to put my.
That would be cool.
Yeah, I think that'd be an awesome type.
Enough about them.
It's my second favourite of the 2. I'm going to give it a 6.
Okay. I think I'm going to stick with the 5.
Okay. And lastly, we've got Sobble.
I like Sobble.
I don't like Sobble.
You don't like Sobble?
I think it's just a little bit of like a wet lettuce.
A wet lettuce.
For lack of a better word. Like,
perhaps that's why I like it. Just
it looks a bit soft. I don't know. It doesn't do a lot.
I feel like it's... I don't know. Just in the way it disappears into the water, I feel
did
like it
like
might have
that.
a ghost type. I hope it has a ghost
Say
type.
that, but then in I know this is going back into Gen 1, but like in the anime of Gen 1, which I know doesn't speak a lot in volumes, but Vaporeon went into a pool of water and used acid armor and turned invisible. That didn't make it ghost.
Yeah, I suppose. But there was no evidence of it using acid armor.
There's no evidence of it not using acid armor.
That's true.
I don't know. I'm not convinced this could be Water Ghost. If it is, I hope it looks cool because I'll be interested in that straight away. Awesome. If there's a really cool looking Water Ghost type, it's like with the Froakie to Greninja. Like I'm not as keen on Froakie, but the journey to get there is worth the journey. You know.
It's probably my favourite out of the lot.
Yeah.
Oh, brilliant!
There's a little rat having a drink. It's a little Raticate.
Raticate. Shh.
Wish you'd called it Raticate.
Oh, but it was adopted. Okay. I wanted to keep its name.
It's cute. Anyway, that's Raticate. She likes to hang out.
She likes to make noise. Anyway,
we're trying to get to the last Pokemon. Okay, so Sobble is fine.
I'm gonna give Sobble right between a 6 or a 7.
All right.
I'm gonna give it a 7. Let's go with 7 and be hopeful that it's Water Ghost, and then be really upset when it's not, and then push my score down to a 2.
Okay. I was going to give it a 3, but I'm going to give it a 4 based on hopefully it's Water Ghost.
Okay, we're being optimistic here.
Optimistic.
Cool.
Okay, so we've got our totals. We're going to take a really quick break, and then when we come back, we'll tell you about what our score totals are for the Pokemon, and we'll work out how to divide these up. So, catch you in a sec, guys.
Interesting.
Bye.
In a bit. Bye! Nice. Right.
Welcome back, guys, and we have totaled up our scores. We have gone through what we have rated, and we've come up with our totals. So the points total today was 260, and my score was 172.
My score was 160.
Which means I like Pokemon 12 more than you do.
Yeah, 12 times more
There's
than
a
me.
number now. No, just 12. What's the system? Who knows? All right,
knows?
Tom just likes Pokemon 12 more than you.
That's so unfair. 12 more than me.
Okay, so the only thing that's left for us to do now is work out between us a consensus of what we think these Pokemon belong, where they belong. So there's 26 Pokemon to pick from, and we're going to kind of work out as we go. So if we look at our scores now, Matt, we need to look at the combined total. We've added ours up between us, and we've made a combined total of our points.
Cool.
We're going to look at who has the lowest score, and we're going to debate whether we believe they should belong on the bottom of the list.
Okay, so starting off, Tepig, the lowest score of 5.
Okay, how do you feel about that?
I'm quite happy for it to be on the bottom of the list.
Me too. Yeah. Okay, sorry guys. Tepig.
Tepig places at number 26 on our list.
Okay, so what's after that? Okay, we've got 7 points here for Turtwig. I think that's the next one.
Yeah.
Believe so.
Number 25.
I'm happy with Turtwig being there.
Turtwig, yeah. Let's do it. I think we should cross these out as we go so we don't get lost.
That is a very sensible idea. I'm going to do that.
There we go. Just to make our lives a little bit easier. Right, so now. Yeah?
Chespin is next with 8 points. I'm happy with that as well.
Yeah, so Chespin falls at number 24 on our list.
Okay.
So far, so good.
Okay, after that we've got a tie actually. At 9 points, we've got both Oshawott and Popplio. Who do you think belongs in the 23 spot, Matt? Oshawott or Popplio? Man. Personally, I think that Oshawott should belong in 23 and Popplio should belong in 22. If I had to pick between the two that I like more, I prefer Popplio to Oshawott.
Yeah, let's go over that then.
Yeah.
I'll back your decision on that.
Yeah, okay.
Let's do that.
So Oshawott is number 23. Popplio is number 22.
There we go. Nice. So what is next?
We got a 10 point here for Chimchar, and that is it. Yeah.
So Chimchar will fall as number 21.
Okay, Chimchar.
Number 21. So who's going to be number 20?
Okay, so we're looking for 11 points on ours. We have quite a few ties here. Okay, so we've got Charmander, Trico, Scorbunny and Sobble. Okay, so which ones do you think should go in the 20 slot?
I think... Oh...
Okay, I'm going to put my vote in for either Scorbunny or Sobble. Personally, I think Sobble, but I mean, you have your...
Let's go with Scorbunny and then Sobble.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you happy with that, or would you like to reverse it?
I mean, it depends on what you can give me as an argument of why I should put it that way.
Because Sobble's better.
You think?
Yeah.
Okay.
Toad's going to be better.
I'm going to, just because I'm hoping that it's Ghost type, but that's literally the only reason that Scorbunny's going to 20.
Optimism.
Yeah.
Here, that we're just going to hope that it's a ghost.
Okay, so Scorbunny is number 20.
We're going to be so upset.
Sobble is 19. Okay, so we've still got 2 11 points. We've got Trico and Charmander. I think that's pretty much open and
Trico
closed.
18, Charmander 17.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly what I was thinking. Okay, because Charmander's definitely better than Trico.
Yeah.
Sorry, Trico. You're fine.
You're okay.
Okay, so that's for our 11 points. We've got 12 points to go now. We've got Torchic, we've got Mudkip, we've got Grookey. What do you think?
This is a difficult one.
I personally think it should go in that exact order. Torchic should be 16, Mudkip should be 15, and Grookey should be 13. But no, 14, sorry. 15, 14.
Grookey.
How do you feel about Grookey? You don't like it?
Not that keen.
Where would you want to put Grookey on this list? 16, 15? 16. Okay. Can we compromise and put it between Torchic and Mudkip?
Yeah, let's do that then. So who's going 16?
I think Torchic should go at 16.
Okay, we'll do that.
Personally. You happy with that?
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay, so Torchic is 16. Grookey is 15. And Mudkip is 14.
Nice.
Or Midkip.
Midkip.
It's a little buddy Midkip.
Midkip, right here. Midkip.
Alright, number 13 should belong to a Pokemon that has 13 points, funnily enough, actually.
Ooh.
We have Fennekin, or we've got Chikorita.
Ooh.
Oh, I struggle here. I'm struggling because I like both of them. I actually, do you know what? I think I prefer Fennekin. I like the Fire Psychic type. I like its stages all the way through.
Just because I like a Psychic type.
Yeah?
I will agree with you.
You want to agree with that?
Yeah.
Okay, so Chikorita's coming in at 13.
I like a good old Psychic.
And Fennekin is 12.
There we are.
Okay, cool. Okay, so in the 11th place slot, we need to look if we've got any 14 pointers. We got one, it's Piplup. Are you happy with Piplup?
Yeah.
Okay, Piplup.
Good little Piplup.
Okay. Have we got any 15 pointers here?
No, there's quite a few.
We got 2.
Oh.
not
A
whole 2.
A whole 2 to choose from.
Okay.
Cyndaquil and Totodile.
Oh, God. That's hard.
Cyndaquil 10, Totodile 9.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Alright, okay, I'm actually happy with that. I like both of them equally, so I already established actually I like Totodile more. So
yeah, that's what I'm going with. We like Totodile just a little bit more.
Okay, Totodile is worth just a little bit more. Okay. So 16 points. We've got Pikachu, Eevee, Squirtle, and Froakie. This is where we separate the boys from the men. Okay, I'm actually gonna say first of all we should put Froakie. Oh no, we've also got Litten. Okay. I'm happy to put Litten at 8 because I know you don't like Litten as much. I'm happy to compromise with you and put Litten at 8 because I know you're not as keen on it as I am.
Awesome.
I'm happy to adhere to that.
Nice.
Okay,
so we've
so
got Litten at 8.
Froakie, Pikachu, Eevee, and Squirtle.
Froakie at 7?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. I want to say Squirtle at 6.
Yeah. I'm totally fine with that.
Alright, now we have to actually debate about our starters because we've got to decide between Pikachu and Eevee on who goes in the 5th slot. I think, do you know what? I love Eevee so much, but I think Pikachu deserves 4. I think Pikachu just holds more in high regard than Eevee. Eevee had a really great final moment of like spotlight, you know, and I'm happy for it, but Pikachu has done so much more for the show, like the franchise, and
yeah.
Okay, so Eevee's coming in at 5.
Pikachu at number 4.
Pikachu at 4.
So we're down to the final 3 now.
Oh my god. Okay, so have we got any at 17 points? Yeah, we do. Okay, we've got Snivy. People are probably hating us right now because I don't think Snivy's that liked, but it's enough.
Well, we like it, so screw you and your opinions.
Okay, at number 2, we've got Bulbasaur
with a solid 18 points.
And
so that makes our number 1 starter Rowlet. We
Rowlet!
love a good Rowlet.
I love a Rowlet. Okay, I'm happy. Okay, shall we go through our list?
Yeah, so counting down from number 26, we've got Tepig,
Turtwig,
Chespin,
Oshawott,
Popplio,
Chimchar,
Scorbunny,
Sobble,
Trico,
Charmander,
Torchic,
Grookey,
Mudkip,
Chikorita,
Fennekin,
Piplup,
Cyndaquil,
Totodile,
Litten,
Froakie,
Squirtle,
Eevee,
Pikachu,
Snivy,
Bulbasaur.
and Rowlet.
Nice.
Guys, I'm very happy with this list. I like where we've ended up, and I'm really glad we did this. This was a lot of fun.
Yeah, this was an interesting one. It's probably going to be hated by many.
Guys, I want to hear your opinions. If you hate this list, then please do tweet at us at.
Yeah, if you disagree with us.
Yeah.
At shout Pokemon out
Payday,
to us. Yeah.
Twitter, get us at. I want to hear what you guys think of this list. Also, let us know what your starter rankings are, because I'd like to see that.
Or just your favourite starter in general.
Yeah. Okay, the last question I wanted to ask you, Matt. Which one would you pick? If you could pick any starter out there to be your buddy to follow you around forever.
Oh, that's a tough choice, actually.
Yeah?
But I think I'd still stick with Rowlet.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. I kind of would say the same. If Incineroar would actually be not a prick, I think I'd like Incineroar more.
Yeah.
But I like Decidueye. I would go for Decidueye, I think.
Yeah.
I'd go for my little ghost grass teen boy, emo boy.
Emo boy.
Yeah, okay. So we're both very similar people, clearly, because we both like Rowlet.
Yay.
Man, this is cool.
I'm glad Rowlet won.
Man, thanks for doing this with me. This was really fun.
This was a good one.
Yeah,
Interesting
I really
one.
enjoyed it. Guys, thanks so much for listening. I hope you enjoyed this, and we will see you in a week's time for the challenge. I'm excited.
Ooh.
We're going to talk about Gen 3. It's going to be really great. We haven't even talked about it yet, and we're going to go all in on it, and we're going to hear all about it.
Nice. Yeah, join us next week for the challenge.
Cool. Thanks so much, guys. Catch you in a week.
Thanks for listening. Bye.